So a few months ago, I think back in January, I decided I was finished with raised beds. I got tired of the drying out soil. I've got tired of watering. I got tired of stressing about raised beds, about the upkeep, about the ultimate rotting and replacement. So I decided to start sourcing these. I think they're limestone bricks for free. I started gathering these, and my idea was to get rid of the raised beds and build something more permanent. So what I started doing is sourcing all these rocks and bricks, and I bulldozed all the raised beds, threw all the dirt onto the ground, spread it out from all the raised beds, and then I decided to start boxing it in with this concrete. And I did it because I want thicker walls for the raised beds that don't cause them to dry out as much. And I want something permanent. I want a nice garden that'll be here for a long time. So anyway, I started replacing. Again, I had 7 raised beds built with these panels sectioned off in 4x8. And I've had them for about 4 years, 5 years maybe. And they're getting to the point where they're rotting, you see. So I'm pulling out all these panels as I can gather more bricks. And I'm starting to create just one giant bed that's all in ground. And it looks like, and I don't know how to do, YouTubers put like little pictures up here that say what the garden looked like before. I don't know how to do it. I'm gonna try to figure it out. So if a picture pops up, cool. If it doesn't, just know that this was completely empty. And I have a mulch walkway going down here, circling around. And I just threw in seeds. I didn't sit there and plant, like some of them I drove down with my finger, but I'm not gonna stress and do all that. So you'll see a chaotic mix. So first thing we've got is green beans mixed with carrots, mixed with kale, more green beans mixed with carrots, green beans, potato. And these green beans, we've already started harvesting some of them. I'm not really gonna go over the green beans. Everybody knows what green beans are. Again, potato, carrot, green beans. No, I'm sorry. These are, what are those? The soybeans, green beans. Again, you know, they're ready to harvest. You keep going. We got a couple different types of chards, onions. I mean, it's just a mix, more potatoes. And then as we come this way, we've got, I'm training winter squash up this because I put in peas. I got the time for the peas wrong. And the green beans are taking, let me get my finger out the way. Okay. My green beans are taking too long to take this trellis, and I need some shade. So I've got winter squash. These are supposed to be like 4 feet long, popping up. These will start taking over the trellis. And as soon as I do that, of course, as soon as I start training these up the trellis, we start getting our green beans. So this is very slow going, but this trellis needs to be completely covered and shaded, and it's taken a while to get there, but it'll get there. So anyway, we've got more winter squash, and then as we keep going through, some of these are cucumbers and beans that are waiting to take the trellis. We've got a summer squash, zucchini. Let me see if I know we had a zucchini on there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get in there and clean it. I see some eggs on that zucchini. Okay, and we got more squash, more zucchini. Now we start hitting the corn, green beans, corn. I mean, there's garlics, there's another chard, probably a bad idea. And all this is like last gem rainbow corn. Something like that. And then I think this might be a cucumber. I don't know. Cucumbers aren't coming up. And to get another view of the rocks that I'm replacing with, I still need to replace this right here. So I'm working on this side. Now, as we come in, we're greeted by a peach tree. It's got lots of baby peaches on it. Some of them need to be popped off because they're getting attacked by the bugs. Okay, I can't zoom out anymore. Okay, so as we look to the left, we see the corn, the empty trellis, which will be taken over. And let me go down, see if I could find this walkway. Okay, first thing we got the dragon tongue beans planted throughout. They're not as vibrant when they're under the peach tree because they don't get enough sunlight. However, out there, they're really, really pretty. Okay, so as we look to the left, again, this is like a chaotic, I walk down and throw out seeds before the rain comes. And that's why you'll see we've got our onions down here, more different types of beans, chards mixed in, blueberry bush right here. Keep walking. You can't really see the path because everything's fallen over. So as we look to the right, we've got all kind of stuff. We've got more green beans, and here we've got another blueberry bush. We got another chard mixed in with some lettuce that's going to seed because I want these seeds mixed in with more carrots. Potatoes right next to us. It's truly like a chaos garden. There's walkways, but you can't see them. As we keep going, Chinese broccoli. Everybody loves it. So we're getting the seeds from it. Another blueberry bush falling in the way of the trail, so we're just going to step over our walkway. As we do that, we're skipping over tons of carrots. Carrots and carrots and carrots. And more lettuce going to seed because we want the actual seeds from this because we loved it. Blueberries. What else? More beans, lettuces that are actually still good. We're actually eating these lettuces now. And then as we turn left to walk down our trail, we described these already. So let's go down the next row. So this is the row we walked down. Beans, all kind of stuff planted. Y'all saw it. We already described this. See, we've got onions, walking onions. And then we've got again, we already talked about this. Now here's where it gets kind of cool. So this bed right here, this was truly nothing planted. I threw out some radishes, I threw out some kales, and I threw out some corns. Now check out this beast, y'all. For real. Tell me, y'all. Like, I don't see radishes at the grocery store that look like this. Y'all, I got big hands, I think. But that's a radish, and it's gonna taste good. Y'all, let me go back over here because I picked one yesterday. Oh, and it had a big old booty on it. And I thought it was the biggest one. But y'all, that is dumb. Look at that. Look at that radish. And it ain't even done growing. Okay, it came from over here. So I need to build a bridge to get over. Okay, let's walk. Where we just took out that radish. And look, this is what the grocery store radishes look like right here. And even that one. But damn, y'all saw that one I just pulled out of there. Okay, and then we got carrots mixed in with those. As we keep going down, I could probably pull a carrot out. So y'all know I ain't just stuffing carrots in the ground like some people probably do on YouTube so they could get 1 million views. And then pulling out pretty carrots, okay? More radishes and carrots mixed in. Corn's getting big. Okay. Stay on the path. And the reason I chose this, I'll explain in a second. The rain's coming. So more carrots. We have some type of kale. Carrots. We got more kales finally popping up. Beans on the trellis. Carrots, kale. And, oh, I didn't even know it was going to come up here. So again, when I go to my zucchini plants, I just find the seeds, not the seeds, the eggs. And I saw some eggs on this little zucchini right here. So let's wipe them eggs off. So when they hatch, they can't eat anything. All right. Man, this is a sloppy video. More potatoes popping up in flower. And also what I do with these, snap them off when they get in the walkways. And I'm gonna take it over to the chickens. All right, I'm gonna jump. I'm 41, so I hope I don't fall. Oh, okay. All right, in the backside, we have our fava beans going to seed. We love the fava beans. We're gonna grow them from now on. So I'm saving these fava beans. More beans mixed up. Regular contender bush beans. This is looking rough, but I don't even care. After a while, it'll finish. Corn, beans. There's some beets in here, potatoes, sunflowers, and we got Brussels sprouts. No pesticides, none of that. That's why it looks all chewed up. But I'll just keep popping off the old leaves. The new leaves will come, and eventually the plant will still be healthy, and I'll get Brussels. So ultimately, I'm happy about switching over from raised beds to the in-ground method. And I'm going to go ahead and hang this video up because I don't know if the raindrops are going to be too loud. But so far, it's been raining a lot this year. I haven't had to water. But these roots can now touch the ground, and I have a huge in-ground bed that I can walk in. And so far, so good. It's been about 2 months now, 3 months maybe, since it's been completely empty, and it's popped up. And now I don't know what to do. When I start popping out these radishes and carrots, I have no other plants to go in. So I might just start popping in some green beans and some stuff going through. So that's it. That's the raised beds, or that's what was the raised beds. And I think I made a good choice. It's like a chaotic garden, just sprinkling through. I'll figure it out. So I'm gonna start pulling some leaves to go feed the chickens. And we'll know in a couple months. I'm not fertilizing anything. I'm just throwing compost down to replace the holes that are left when I pull the plants up. We'll see how it goes. This is, I think this is month 3 now of not having anything in these beds, and it's going to turn into something beautiful, I hope. And I'm trying to keep this moist. I want moss to grow up on these walls. I want them to hold moisture, and this is just the start. These are the veggies. And I'm also, let's walk, it's raining, I'm going to stay out of the rain. I'm also growing veggies throughout the yard. Let's do a quick on trail walk around to it. Feels like a rainforest in here, all kind of mushrooms everywhere. So I'm making my way through the trail, and like I said, the veggies are everywhere. We've got these popping up, and I got something cool to show you, and then we'll let this video go. Blackberries showing off. Plum cots getting ready. Pluots ready. Pears are ready, but on the other side of the swimming pool. Y'all check this out. Whoa, 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 whoa. A volunteer plant popped up. Y'all, I don't know what these are. I think it's a winter squash. They're kind of heavy. And here's another one. And they decided they want to grow up my pear tree, so I'm gonna let it go. We got all kind of veggies all over the yard too, but that was my actual veggie bed. So anyway, 13 minutes is too long. See ya.